and be the most brilliant person in the world, but if you are not good at cross-cultural communication, you can be left with a team that has high turnover, low productivity, no motivation, and so many other issues that lead to stress and burnout for you and your team. You know, I've always said that the enormous work that it took to get my doctorate in public health has absolutely nothing on the amount of work I've done to try to get a PhD in people. So, if you've ever led a team, I'm sure that you can absolutely relate to this, right? So, I know you said it before. Why can't we just do the work without all this emotion, this drama, right? Well, it's super important for women who lead intercultural teams to understand conflict styles because different people bring different problem-solving approaches to the table. I'm sure you've seen that, right? So how do we develop these approaches? Well, what happens is they typically come from how we were raised or our experiences as we've grown up throughout life. So one of your team members may have been raised to speak their minds and look a person in the eye, right, when they talk. Another may have been raised to be quiet and reserved and to never look an adult or other person that they deem as a superior in the eye because that is a sign of disrespect. So some cultures are more emotionally restrained and some are more emotionally expressive, right? So here's the thing. You know, I'm sure intuitively that both of these individuals need different responses from you in your interactions with them. But it's overwhelming to figure out how to deal with the dynamics of an intercultural team, meet company benchmarks or sales goals, and maintain your own sanity. I totally get it, right? I get it. So if you're a woman who leads an intercultural team, you need the tools to navigate intercultural communication and conflict resolution. So what are two must-haves for a successful intercultural team? Well, successful intercultural teams who reach 100% of their targets typically have two things in common. One, they are able to overcome communication barriers. And two, they're able to build high levels of trust on the team, right? So intercultural teams have transactional components and then they have relational components. So transactional components are like the knowledge, the skills, the abilities, the competencies you need to be a part of a team. We all do that well, right? We have formal education, we have onboarding systems. People typically know how to complete the transactions for their jobs. Well, the relational components, though, are much tougher. Relational means that we understand each other's cultures, our unique communication styles, and we at least begin to learn to adapt to those unique styles. So here's the thing. We often seek individuals out for diversity, but we onboard them for conformity. So we get caught up in running transactions, like literally, and never build relationships, and then we wonder why we have conflict or can't seem to build connections in our intercultural teams. So all the education in the world is not helping you connect with your team, and it is super frustrating. You know what? I see you, and I'm cheering you on.